39 minutes after 10. We've got a temperature of 72 degrees currently in Beaver County. That's a look at the news for now. I'm Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM, AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM, and 1460 AM WMBA, also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
Hot coffee in the morning and Frank Sparks. Now you're in the fast lane. 99.3 FM, 1230 WBVP, and streaming live on beavercountyradio.com.
We're back here on Driving in the Fast Lane on a Tuesday morning. It is September the 16th. I'm Frank Sparks, and now joining me in studio is two gentlemen that have revived an institution in Beaver County, none other than D&G Pizza. First off, good morning, Dan Nahas and Jan Jumet. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Appreciate you guys coming in to talk about this today. So, the history of D&G Pizza has been not forgotten. I mean, and when they closed, everybody's like, oh my gosh. And then they heard D&J was going to open as the rumors were going around. And then eventually we found out who the D&J was, which was you guys. So what, we'll start with you, Jan. So what led to the idea to re-up this institution?
Well, the fact that the institution left in the first place, being a long-term resident and a huge fan of Beaver Falls, Dan and I were hanging out one time and talked about if we ever saw that building go up for sale, we might be interested in buying it. And so that was the impetus of the idea.
Okay. Dan, how about you?
Well, I mean, a couple things. Obviously, I was a customer of that location for years, and I've known the family. They're wonderful people. They worked hard. They had a good place going there. And when they closed, I know people were just really, really upset about it. So it left a hole in downtown Beaver Falls. So, when Jan and I talked, our thought was, hey, can we put something in there? Can we bring it back? Can we, put a shop back in there and do justice to what was there before? And I think we've done that. So we're working real hard on getting a quality product out. We're working real hard on getting people back to Beaver Falls. And, it's not an empty storefront. I think Beaver Falls, you look at downtown Beaver Falls, you can see, I think the change is coming where it's getting nicer and nicer in downtown Beaver Falls. You can see the towns, the river towns come back. Seen Beaver come back. It's vibrant now. You've seen New Brighton come back. And I think Beaver Falls is the next town in Beaver County that you'll see a rebirth in. And you can already see businesses coming back to Beaver Falls, and the downtown is looking really good.
So what were some of the challenges that you guys faced in trying to recreate this product that, you were trying to bring back a good product just as good as it was?
Well, I think that, I think Jan will say the same thing. I like pizza, and I know good pizza from not good pizzas. So we started from scratch. We really wanted to create a good product and have a good thing going and get people back into that shop. So we've worked really hard on, recipes and quality and buying good materials, and we're trying to deal with local companies. We're dealing with one company a lot that's out of the Hopewell, Aliquip area. We're dealing with another company that is in just on the Allegheny borders. So we're dealing with local companies. We're not dealing with like national companies. We're trying to, keep local businesses going.
Now, is this something, Jan, that you guys are trying to create the same product as what D&G had, or is this something all new that's a D&J creation?
Well, those are really big shoes to fill.
Right.
But,
well, a lot of people have been asking that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want it to be very much like what it was, both in the ambiance of the shop itself. We kept everything kind of the same. We made a few changes, but, we wanted to feel like they're walking back into the time that they remember since I was in high school, 30, 40 years ago. we have a lot of the same team that's come back, and they're excited to be part of this, and we're really happy to have them back. And so, yeah, we're trying to really recreate the legacy that existed as close as we can.
What is the style of pizza?
It's Sicilian style square pizza. It's like putting French fries on your salad in Western Pennsylvania.
Something you gotta do.
Cooking the shell and the sauce and putting the toppings on cold is a thing. A lot of the friends I have that aren't from this area, that's like a weird thing to them. But for Western Pennsylvania, that's French fries on a salad.
All right. Dan, let's step back a little bit. First off, you've been in business for a long time here in Beaver County and done a lot. Tell us a little bit about Nahas Appliance TV Mattress. Did I get it all?
You pretty much did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you
good
got
job.
it all down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am very appreciative for the people in Beaver County because obviously we're still in business, and a lot of competitors that were with us running back 40 years ago when I took over the business, they're gone. So, we're still here. We've got fourth generation family members now in there. And it's been a wonderful thing to be able to grow up in Beaver County and be able to stay in Beaver County and be able to work in Beaver County with all the, really, really loyal customers. I was just telling somebody yesterday in the store that, their grandparents bought from us, parents bought from us. Now we're selling third and fourth generation people from when I started. So, we've been in Beaver County since 1939. So, we started with like a little convenience store, and we've morphed into what we are now. So it's been a good run, and I'm really enjoying it. But I'm also looking ahead that eventually I'm not going to be able to keep doing what I'm doing, working the hours I'm doing. So, the pizza shop will take less work, I think, in some ways to keep that rolling. So I think the thought process I have is that would be a good retirement job for me. So we'll be able to do multiple things.
I would think a good, well over 50%, maybe even 75% of the homes in Beaver County have some type of AK Nahas appliance or furniture in their house.
Yeah, it's probably, I would say probably 70 to 80% of the people in Beaver County have bought appliances off us. It's very, very high. We're very fortunate. And it's kind of funny because I actually sell to people that work for companies that sell appliances, and they buy appliances from us. So that's usually a good sign that we're doing something right.
I don't have any appliances in my house that aren't AK Nahas, to be honest with you. So it's all about the convenience, number one, and the service.
Yeah,
so
we've been very fortunate. We're working really hard on trying to. I've got some young people now that we're bringing up that were working for us that we're training to get into the service field, and it's different than when I grew up. You could just walk out and find somebody that could do this stuff. Well, the new stuff's so complicated now, and there's so many different things you have to do that you really, even if they've gone to a trade school, you have to start them from ground zero to get them rolling. So we'll put a guy out with a tech and teach them how to fix stuff, and it's good.
I think one of the rarest things that you guys still do is take away the old appliance.
Yeah.
Most places charge for that.
Yeah, we don't charge for that, and that I think that helps us get a lot of business because we don't nickel and dime people on all the little stuff that a lot of the stores do.
All right, Jan, tell us a little bit about Jumet Financial.
Jumet Financial, I'd like to say that it is a to Z financial services firm. We established a business in 2009, and we put our business in Beaver Falls. My love for Beaver Falls. We've just bought another building in Beaver Falls that we're going to, we've done some renovations. We're going to continue to renovate, and that's where we plan to have our corporate headquarters in Beaver Falls. We have clients in about 38 states in the United States. We have regional offices in different locations, but our core service and headquarters are here in Beaver Falls, Western Pennsylvania.
So, Dan, you told us why you feel to invest in Beaver Falls and why it's so important. Jan, for you, you've invested a lot in Beaver Falls. Why?
I love Beaver County. I love Western Pennsylvania. I grew up here, grew up in New Galley, Pennsylvania, went through school in Beaver Falls, and I just love the community. And so, for me, it's putting back into my community, being able to serve my community. It's interesting when we talked about putting our headquarters in Beaver Falls, we got a lot of push on that is, why Beaver Falls? Why would you put your office in Beaver Falls? And I think you got to say more, why not Beaver Falls? And so that's our approach to it, is we want to invest in the communities of Beaver County.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and then we'll come back with more, and we'll get back to talking about the important thing, pizza, here on Beaver County Radio.
Tune in to the all-new Falcone's Moon Township Ford Coaches Corner every Wednesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. The show is hosted by Mike Azadian and will feature a local coach each week. The show will be video live streamed on the Beaver County Radio Facebook page and YouTube channel. The Falcone's Moon Township Ford Coaches Corner is brought to you in part by Electric Garage Door Sales, Forward RX, Patriot Home Care, the YMCA, Freedom United Federal Credit Union, All Access Automotive, Drug Free Aliquippa, and Beaver County Radio.
Moon Township Ford, representing the neighborhood Ford stores, proudly presents Military Expo. Sea, air, land, space, Pennsylvania Patriots serving you. Moon Township Ford, representing the neighborhood Ford stores, invites you to attend the special free admission event on September 20th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Beaver County Airport, 35 Piper Street, Beaver Falls. See interactive displays to showcase several types of military equipment, all designed to increase awareness of the missions of all military service branches and to aid in recruiting and retention. The Military Expo, Saturday, September 20th at the Beaver County Airport. Presented by Moon Township Ford, representing the neighborhood Ford stores, where friends send friends. Also sponsored in part by McClellan's Roofing, Community College of Beaver County, and Moon Township Honda.
Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
Close-up and touch impressive displays of current military equipment with personnel from all branches of service available for live demonstrations. Food and drink available. The Pennsylvania Military Expo, Saturday, September 20th. All presented by your friends at Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
The Beaver County Conservation District is seeking donations to support their environmental education offerings for students and families here in Beaver County. The annual Envirothon is an event where junior and senior high school students test their knowledge on environmental topics, including aquatic ecology, soils and land use, forestry, wildlife, and a current issue. The local Envirothon reaches over 150 students every year here in Beaver County. Your donation will go towards supplying t-shirts to all the students, medals, food, updated studying materials including Envirothon study kits, as well as many other costs associated with hosting the county-level event. Contact the Beaver County Conservation District online or at 724-378-1701 to donate today.
When you talk about community involvement and safety, the name Fry stands at the forefront in Beaver County. Fry Transportation's mission is to continue to raise the bar as the gold standard in their industry by providing the safest, most reliable, and cost-efficient transportation service in Beaver County through their strong relationships with their communities, best-in-their-class drivers, equipment, and technology. There's nothing more important than the safety of their students, employees, and community members. Fry Transportation, where the quality of their organization is characterized by the makeup of the individual behind the wheel.
Are you frustrated by high copays for your generic drugs? Stop overpaying and start saving. Discover Forward RX, your local cost-plus pharmacy in New Brighton. At Forward RX, we believe in transparency and affordability. No insurance middlemen, no inflated prices, just the true cost of your medication plus a simple fixed markup. Join the Forward RX family today and experience the difference. Check out our medication prices online at fwdrx.com or give us a call for a price quote. Forward RX. Come for the savings and stay for the service.
If you own a company or a small business, you might have considered advertising on radio. It's smart because radio is still the most far-reaching media outlet today. WBVP and WMBA can get you results. Get more information at beavercountyradio.com.
What does it take to take an adventure? Endurance, for when the trail's crumbling under your tires and the desert's pushed you to your limit. And a visit to your Honda dealer's service center so you can do it again and again. Our Honda trained technicians know what's best for your vehicle. When you're due for maintenance, visit your Honda dealer's service center. We take care so you can take an adventure.
Drive into Moon Honda for your express lube needs or schedule online at moonhonda.com.
Weekday mornings were meant to drive in the fast lane. It's Frank Sparks on Beaver County Radio.
And we're back here on Driving in the Fast Lane. Frank Sparks joined by Dan Nahas and Jan Jumet. as they are the new owners of D&J Pizza. Recently, been having some soft openings. So how's it been so far with the soft openings you guys have been having?
I'd say pretty overwhelming. That's my yeah. We've been really, really busy, and we've learned stuff that we had to work on maintenance-wise with the facility. When it's under the heavy test, then if there's a problem, something will fail. So we tried to do a couple soft weeks just here and there, and now we think we have everything pretty close to where we need it to be.
Okay.
So
now I know I ran into you a couple weeks ago down at Hank's at our car cruise, and we have another one this Sunday actually at Hank's. And we talked about it, and you said that very first weekend you guys sold a lot of pizza that weekend.
we did sell a lot of pizza. Yeah, we were very, very happy with the start. And I think, we've done minimal advertising, basically throwing some information out on Facebook or, things like that, and just social media. So it's been a very, very, we're happy. And I think people are happy that there's a shop back in that location.
So currently, what are the hours that you guys are running right now?
We're going to do a little bit of, minimized openings coming over the next couple of weeks, just so we can adjust to the volume, because that's the thing. We want to be consistent in our product. We want to be very good in our product. And so this Wednesday will be open 4 to 9, Friday and Saturday 4 to 9, and then we're going to start to maybe tag on to NFL Sundays and do 12 to 5 on Sunday. So those are the 4 days we'll see over the next couple of weeks, and then we hope to expand from there as we get comfortable with the volume and the consistency. So, I'm glad that my partner's a appliance store owner, because he knows everything about the appliances down there.
True, that's true. Then if you got a maintenance issue, it's easy to get it fixed. I never thought of that. So, all right. Well, highlight some of the types of pizzas, some of the toppings and things you guys have on the pizzas. Anything out of the box?
I'm going to let Jan start with his favorite, and then I'll go through the stuff.
New this year, new as part of the opening are jalapenos. I'm a jalapeno, spicy jalapenos. Then we have the typical hot peppers and the sausage, which is really a high demand item. Can't go wrong with the extra cheese, and then olives and mushrooms and things like that. But got to have the jalapenos on it.
Yeah, the hot sausage is the number one topping, and that's the one people. We actually ran out Saturday night at hot sausage at the end of the night. So, we try to prep stuff and do the best we can on, high volumes stuff, but you can't anticipate exactly what's going to happen. I mean, the pizza shells are handmade. We got to make X amount of them. We have to anticipate what's going on. The guys are in there baking in the morning. They're in there at 7 o'clock mixing dough. So, I mean, it's a long day for them. So they are doing a good job cranking stuff out. But hot sausage, I think, is our number one topping. I think pepperoni and the extra cheese are probably the second topping, real close.
So now is the sausage, is it that like crumble style of hot sausage?
Yeah, we're still doing the crumbled style sausage.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And it's was my personal favorite, so I wanted to make sure. My wife helped me a lot getting that recipe down. Mm-hmm. She a long time ago ran a pizza shop, so I didn't know when I married her that would be like an asset for me, but that ended up being very good.
So where do you guys find the time after everything else you both have got going on? Where do you find the time to run a pizza shop?
We have a lot of conversations at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Jan will send me a text at 4 a.m. So yeah, it's we just try to fit everything in. It's just I've been used to running for all my life, 60-hour, 70-hour work weeks. So, I've cut back a little bit in the last few years, but I'm still working a lot of hours. So, and I think it keeps me young. So, I keep it rolling.
Admittedly, I will say that I don't sleep a lot, and so that's always been a thing for me. But my number of hours of sleep have definitely gone down since this initiative. And then, as I like to say, good friend and mentor of mine, Bert Rowe, the other day said to me, my paranoia is my edge. So my advantage is my paranoia.
Okay.
We will be successful for Beaver Falls.
All right. Yeah. Grand opening. When you guys plan a grand opening?
I think we got to coordinate that with Beaver Falls, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna, we've intentionally done this soft openings, kind of slow walk this. We want to walk before we run. We want to have good product. We want to be consistent. We've talked this week about starting to launch a little bit more intentional social media, not word of mouth social media. So we're going to create some of our own social media, and then we're going to talk probably the next 2 or 3 weeks. I would say we would do something a little bit more grand. We want to again walk it out.
All right. Do you guys want to take a phone call?
Sure.
All right. You want to grab that headset, and Dan, if you grab that headset and put them on, then we can take a phone call. Good morning. You're on Beaver County Radio.
Yeah, good morning, Frank. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Real good. Hey, loyal daily listener of yours, and then actually loyal customer of Dan's and a good friend of Jan's. I am Todd from NACA, and me and my wife drove down Saturday night, first time at D&J. Fantastic.
Thank
Just
you.
want to let those guys know, great job.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'm glad you drove all the way in for it. We appreciate that very much. Keep on coming down.
Yep, sounds great. Hopefully we'll see you at the Steeler game soon.
All right. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye. It's a long trip from NACA.
Yeah, and there's competition up there. So.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, all right. So, grand opening, you don't know when that's going to happen yet. You're going to have some more days open this weekend?
Yeah, again, we'll be open tomorrow night, Wednesday 4 to 9, Friday, Saturday 4 to 9, and then Sunday 12 to 5.
Okay.
So that'll probably be the next couple of weeks. We'll hold those hours, maybe increase a little bit along the way.
Okay.
And then on the long term, where I say long term for us, intermediate here, next few months to 6 months, we'll start to add sandwiches as well.
Right.
I was going to ask you, you're going to add anything else to the menu? What else? Sandwiches? Anything else planned?
Really, hoagies. I mean, that's what was there before.
Yeah.
We might do a limited setting for hoagies. Maybe a couple less than was originally there, but we're definitely bringing hoagies back. There were some favorites.
Yeah. And we've had people asking about them, so I think that's the next thing we're going to look at real hard. Hot sausage was, I think, a big key, and we'll be using a local company for our hot sausage and Milkhouse Meats. So, I mean, we're trying to use local vendors and keep the money in Beaver County, or at least close to Beaver County, and keep it rolling.
That's awesome.
Most importantly, you'll be able to get jalapenos on your meatball sandwich.
Absolutely.
That's right up my alley, too. So, what are some of the types of subs you guys want to feature?
We talked about, and this is, because I have limited knowledge on what was there in subs, because I think I bought a sub one time there. I bought pizza so many times I can't count. But we're looking at probably an Italian sub, possibly a roast beef. We're looking at 3 or 4 different things. I know for sure meatballs and hot sausage will be the first thing we roll out.
Okay.
So those traditional Italian shop, I think that's the good thing. We already have the sauce there. We're ready to go.
All right. Any social media or anything that you guys already have, website up or anything yet?
That is coming. We're hoping to again launch a Facebook page, do some Instagram stuff over the next couple of days. I'm actually meeting with somebody tomorrow on that, kind of planning out those launches. So we're getting there. We want to be open. We want to have as many people come down to enjoy the nostalgia of the shop and the pizza, but we also want to be smart about not overwhelming our staff, not putting out a good product. So, we're intentionally kind of walking through this a little slowly.
Yeah, the first night of the Beaver Falls, the first Friday night, the Beaver Falls Blackhawk football game, they got overwhelmed. They got I think they sold 70-some trays of pizza, and they just got smashed. At 4 o'clock, the phone was just ringing off the hook, and it got so the people that usually answer the phone had to help make pizza to try to get caught up. It was crazy. One of the ovens was acting up. I mean, it was like chaos, but they got themselves through it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to deal with like some equipment that's older and trying to make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to, and we're getting there. So that's the key. So, but the staff is just really working well together.
Yeah.
Now you can call. You can still call in your order even now at this point. Okay.
Yeah, 724-888-9113.
All right. Say that again.
724-888-9113.
All right. And we also have this on Facebook Live as well, so you'll be able to hear all the information as well. Anything I forgot to ask you guys?
I think you did a great job as always.
Yeah, thanks for having us in. We'll see you down at D&J's.
Absolutely. I'm on a diet, but I'm going to, I told my wife, I said, this weekend, we're going to give it a whirl.
Just one won't hurt you.
No. Well, see, one leads to 2 or 3. Yeah, that leads to 3. Yeah. You know how that works.
And they'll have jalapenos for you as well.
Oh, that'll be right up my alley. Pepperoni with jalapenos and the sausage.
That's a go.
If you're going to go down, you might as well go down in glory. So
hopefully I get to see you Sunday down at Hank's.
All right, sounds good.
That's a nice cruise.
Yeah, definitely. And thank you for sponsoring cruises. We have Cruising the Ridge here on Saturday, and then Dan also a sponsor of our car cruise down at Hank's on Sunday. So
thanks, guys.
All right, appreciate it. So how can they get more information about AK Nahas if they'd like to?
Well, we have a Facebook page, and welcome to call the store. And anytime we can help people in Beaver County or Allegheny County or wherever, we're glad to try to do it.
All right, Jan, how can I get more information on Jumet?
Go out to Jumet Financial, Jumet financial.com, and there's a contact us section there as well as our phone number.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming in and letting us know about D&J Pizza.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Let us know when the grand opening is going to be, and we'll make sure. We'll get Tatey down there because Tatey loves good pizza.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll get him down there hanging out. So
absolutely.
We'll definitely let you know.
All right. Thanks,
appreciate
guys. Appreciate it. All right. Coming up next is Noah Haswell with Town Hall or with regular news, and then we'll have more of Driving in the Fast Lane here on a Tuesday morning.
To 99.3 FM, presented by St. Barnabas, in addition to 1230 WBVP Beaver Falls. Beaver County Radio's news source. 99.3 FM, 1230 WBVP, and beavercountyradio.com. Here's Noah Haswell.
Good morning. On this Tuesday, September 16th of 2025, we will have a complete Beaver County radio weather forecast after we take this look at news. Robert Redford has died at 89. The Hollywood golden boy who became an Oscar-winning director, liberal activist, and godfather for independent cinema died in Utah today. His publicist didn't immediately provide a cause of death. After rising to stardom in the 1960s, Redford was one of the biggest stars of the 70s with such films as The Candidate, All the President's Men, and The Way We Were. Redford played the wily outlaw opposite Paul Newman in 1969's Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, a box office smash from which Redford's Sundance Institute and Festival got its name. All schools within the Seneca Valley School District in Cranberry Township are currently on secure status after Cranberry Township Police notified that district about suspicious activity involving an individual in Cranberry Township. According to Seneca Valley School District in a recent message on its website, there is no direct or immediate threat to the schools, but they were placed in secure status out of an abundance of caution, and there will be an increased police presence in and around the schools as well as in parts of Cranberry Township. Secure status means that outdoor activities like recess will be indoors, and there will be limited public access to the buildings. Cranberry Township Police confirmed the person was seen close to Haney School, and they are trying to identify this individual. Pictures of this person can be found on our website at beavercountyradio.com. And if you have any information on this incident, call 724-776-5180 or email tips@cranberrytownship.org. Brewster's Real Ice Cream in Bridgewater closed its location in Bridgewater at 6 p.m. yesterday to reopen its new building on 1515 Riverside Drive in Bridgewater to sell its famous ice cream and various desserts starting today at 11 a.m. That location also has a drive-thru for more convenience, and so you can pick up your dessert for on-the-go travel. According to a release from the Democratic National Committee, this week, Democrats are hosting over 50 voter registration events across 27 states and territories as part of their National Voter Registration Week of Action programming, marking a renewed and expanded commitment by the Democratic National Committee to engage voters early and everywhere. Colleges hosting these events this week include the University of Pennsylvania and over 24 others across the United States. And a judge has dismissed terrorism charges against Luigi Mangione in New York State's case over the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, but he kept the state's second-degree murder charges against him. Judge Gregory Caro ruled today that although there is no doubt that the killing was not an ordinary street crime, New York law doesn't consider something terrorism simply because it was motivated by ideology. The ruling came as Mangione made his first court appearance in the state case since February. The 27-year-old Ivy League graduate has attracted a cult following as a stand-in for frustrations with the health insurance industry after Thompson was fatally shot in Manhattan in December.
Here's the Beaver County forecast.
Mostly sunny today. We'll see highs near 82 and overnight